Yeah, I roll with advantage on initiative, so... Speaking of...
Right, nerd.
How we doing, Rob?
Yep.
Nobody outbeats us the hut.
Except fucking Marcus when they give you a half-off coupon.
Have we done the board?
I don't know why I can still hear it.
Nobody's job is safe here, including myself.
Here's the thing, Zack.
Oh, dear God.
Everyone here is replaceable.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 163 of this here CAMcast.
Yay!
Yep. The podcast that almost forgot its hat at the grocery store today.
Damn.
I know that life.
I took it off to, when I went to the bank that's in the store, I took it off, because despite what it may look like, I'm still, an adult who was raised right.
Mm-hmm.
And then, forgot it. Then went back. Somebody turned it into customer service, so I have faith in humanity.
Hey, all right.
Yep.
At least in a grocery store.
Yep. I mean, baby steps, man.
Was it a Harmon's or was it...
It was Smith's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no.
Why would he shop at Harmon's when literally his whole family worked at Smith's?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Well, at Harmon's, I would expect that kind of stuff.
Oh, I mean, hey, man.
It's a Smith's in Fort Union. I definitely expect that
Fair
here
enough.
as well.
Yeah.
If it was a Smith's in Magna, somebody would have lit it on fire in the parking lot.
Thanks, Juggalo dudes.
Damn.
Anyway, I am Mike, deer leader, doc taste, leader of men, herder of cats. Guy who put in a pathetically slow GT Sport lap, as I am seeing. But goddammit, I tried. So help me God.
You tried, and I never want you to stop.
I'm not gonna. At least for a while. Anyway, and I am joined, as always, by the one, the only, the professor of the ghetto arts. You are mine, our Uncle Radical. We call him Scoots. He's rolling for initiative. You can just roll it on the table.
No, it's okay.
All right.
I rolled it on the pot holder.
What'd you get, Dave?
It's a 14.
All right. Pretty good.
I mean, it's all right.
Good.
I rolled for the number of shenanigans I have tonight.
Ho-ho-ho.
I roll immense... Immense? That won't stop talking.
He can't get the words out correctly.
Nope.
Yet he's the one that twists our knobs and pushes our sliders.
Yup. He's also the one who was dumb enough to give us this. It is the Lord of the Boards himself, Zack Lords.
Present.
Attaboy.
Wow.
Oh, man, this is going to be even better once we get a bigger table.
Yeah, it will.
Which is a thing that you can help us out with by supporting us on Patreon.
It's true.
Patreon.com/CamAutoMag.
Just do it!
There you go. I suggest, you could donate any amount that you feel like, but I recommend at least $5 a month, because that gets you access to all sorts of fun bonus content, the super secret Facebook group, where we do all sorts of shit posting and test runs for stuff like the GT Sport Challenge.
It's true.
Yeah. So
All kinds of great things in there.
Oh, yes. So,
It's like our Cam Shenanigans chat, but better.
Yes. Much better.
Much more involved.
Yup. So
All the main shit posters are in that chat group, but I would rather read it on the Shenanigans page.
it's much easier to read.
Indeed.
Yeah. Because
It's more digestible.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
And if you, too, would like to digest, please, at least $5.
Yep. Patreon.com/CamAutoMag.
All right, can we queue up In the Arms of the Angel? For just $5 a month.
In the
You can help.
I'm going to go ahead and stop this right now. I appreciate what you're trying to do, really. But, man, come on.
Insert Sarah McLaughlin here.
Yeah, thank you.
Jesus. Anyway. We're at CamAutoMag on all the social medias. I think I'm going to just fire up the Twitter and just get spicy. I mean, why not?
I like it.
You're burning tire fire?
Throw more gasoline upon the tire fire. God, just see what happens.
I like how quickly Bruno just grabbed that
Yeah.
and ran with it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm also on the tire fire.
Attaboy. Hey, man, he's...
Shout out to Bruno Carniero.
Yes.
Do that, guys.
Anyway,
He's a
awesome.
badass.
he's an awesome kid.
Wish I had his life.
We'll get to more shout-outs in a minute, but
Indeed.
podcast is available pretty much anywhere you can get a podcast. Apple Podcast, Google Play, Spotify. Just to go ahead and fire up your podcast player of choice and search CamAutoMag or CAMcast, and we should be there.
Mm-hmm.
If not, let me know at mailbag@camautomag.com, and I will do my best to get it there.
Yes.
So, rate, review, subscribe, share, all that stuff.
We want to be everywhere.
Yes, we do. We want to be everywhere with you.
Aw, sweet.
Yep. I mean, it's February. I figure we should probably, try to be sweet.
I mean, January was a long year, but we made it, guys.
Yeah.
We survived.
Wow.
Anyway, let's see. Has anybody done anything noteworthy since last we met?
I don't know how to use a computer, apparently.
Tight.
Yeah. That was a failure.
It's all right. It happens to the best of us.
Yeah, things happen.
But luckily, though, we're hopefully going to get an Assetto Corsa challenge coming here soon.
There you go.
I need to post something on Facebook saying who's actually going to do it.
I think Scotty will. Scott Michael Chamberlain.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
I'm going to get wrecked by both of you guys.
Yes.
It's
Excited.
all right.
Excited.
Well, I think as soon as you start drifting, we can definitely get a lot more drift guys coming on,
Absolutely.
doing shenanigans,
Yeah.
turning the quality way down, making it look like FR Legends.
Yes, please.
Duh. I mean, it's retro, bruh.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, if you're playing Assetto Corsa on the highest settings and you're drifting, we have to talk. That's a little weird.
Dude,
I play Assetto Corsa on the highest settings, and I drift.
Why aren't you turning it down and pretending it's FR Legends?
3 monitors, bruh.
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait to drift in VR and get sick. That's
Oh, dude, yeah, your first ride's going to be great.
yeah. Well, I bet I could figure out if I got another headset. I could do ride-alongs with VR. I could figure it out.
All right.
I don't think it would be that hard.
Challenge accepted.
There we
Actually,
go.
I'm interested now.
Yeah.
Now I'm interested. So I can look around in panic and terror while sitting comfortably on a couch beside you.
I just want to
clipping through everything.
God, I just want to be sitting there watching you guys, one of you just freaking out, but both of you with the goggles on. Just one of you reaching for parts of a car that just don't exist in this world.
I'm reaching for an A-pillar and stomping on a floor that isn't there.
Well, I actually got pretty immersed earlier, today when I was playing it. I was sitting there and I tried hitting switches on the dashboard in VR, but nothing's there. There's fucking shit there.
Man.
Much like every other time we try to hit switches.
Yeah.
They ain't there.
Yep.
We could only be so
Wow.
legit.
I wish. God. Anyway, so the shout-outs thing is blank, but I do want to say a shout-out to everybody over at Life Motorsport. They are reviving Sydney.
Oh, really?
Yes, because they're taking her to COTA, along with a grip of the Sierra cars.
Oh, that is going to be
for
great.
Global Time Attack.
Oh, that is good.
Yup.
I like that.
Yup.
Hashtag salvage titles matter.
Damn right.
It's on that car somewhere.
Gotta be.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it still is.
I hope so.
Anywho.
No,
With some of the stickers are inside of his drift BMW.
Yeah, his E36 is decorated. Yeah,
Yeah, there
it's got
has-
all kinds of goods.
That has to be on there. Yeah.
It might.
yeah.
That's
Think-
probably a clean title car, let's be honest.
Maybe.
It was a nice car when OP had it.
It
Yeah.
wasn't. I have to find the photos, but I just had like the most perfect gift. He was the first one out on an SCD day, and I just had this great photo of him just coming into this big left-hander, and you can just see him looking, and his face goes from smiles to not as he realizes the car is not going to grip up, and he just starts smacking cones and then barrier and pushing everything. And I just got this great sequence of that happening.
Yes. No.
No, it's more just yay! Just happy disappointment.
Every time I get in my own car.
Every time I wake up. Anyway.
God, where's the existence of pain on this?
That's another one we need. Close enough.
The air horn is pain.
Yes.
Anyway, remember that Cam Shenanigans thing I was telling you about in that GT Sport Challenge dealie that we did?
Yeah, this is the double point season finale that we took care of.
Yes, we just wrapped up our test season.
And
And this last round was Group 4 cars on Mount Panorama because, this past weekend we had some crazy upside-down racing going on that some of us tried to watch flag to flag. Some of us failed in that endeavor.
I have a feeling it was the app's problem, not yours.
I mean, I also needed to leave the house at some point.
That's fair.
My God, it happened.
That is fair.
Anyway, so, we're going to go ahead and start from the bottom and head to the top. In 7th place, your boy,
the cat herder.
with a 221 593 and a Mustang GT4.
This is where we need the sad air horns.
Yes, it is. Yes, that.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I did a grand total of 7 laps to get my time. And then I decided I was not going to do any better. I just said we're done here.
But was this lap number 12's time? Or was this like lap number 3's time, and then you were like, fuck this?
So I did 5 laps.
Okay.
And I tried to save the replay, but it cut off. The replay cut off before I crossed the line.
Oh, no.
So I'm like, I have to do it again. So I did an out lap that was as fast as my last lap.
Oh, okay.
And then I did, my flyer, and I kind of bobbled it going over Skyline.
Okay.
And, coming around the last turn, I got into it a little bit too early.
Oh, she got a little sideways on you?
It's all right. I know what to do.
Okay.
It's not my first rodeo. And, I just brought it home, and I'm like, we're just going to go ahead and call that good.
Okay.
Save the replay. And then 221,593.
Not too bad.
And a car that all I did was I did a livery for it, and I turned on the balance of performance. I didn't adjust anything else.
Okay. So, out of the box. Not
Yep.
bad.
Not too bad. Then Chirp in an RCF GT4, 220,741.
Okay. All right. That's not too bad.
Yep. Brandon Pizza Stranger Christiansen, who's starting a new life in Guatemala.
Yeah. I mean, the milk and cigarettes are cheaper in Guatemala.
Yeah.
Listen, Guatemala, wink, wink.
Is that what they call Oro now?
Just
Guess with all the people moving in, that makes sense.
listen. He's in some place where the extradition treaty is non-existent. So
Got it.
You're safe from stepma. Anyway,
All right. Well, eat a lot of oranges, otherwise you're getting scurvy.
Oh boy. He ran a 2:15.788 and 4.58 Group 4, and then Brandon McConaughey, who I tried to get on tonight, but he's in California.
Oh, damn.
Yep. Don't worry, we'll get him on.
That's
sooner.
all right. I'd rather be in California myself.
Yep.
Same.
2:15.593, a square 6 seconds ahead of your boy.
Ooh.
He did that in a Corvette Group 4.
Actually, that's really crazy to have the last 3 digits of a time match.
That is insane.
That's pretty damn cool.
That really is.
Further proving that the Corvette is better than the Mustang, even though I like both vehicles equally.
I mean, if there was a Camaro option, I probably would have taken the Camaro out.
I would love to see a Group 4 Camaro.
Be badass as hell.
I mean, listen, there is such a thing as a Camaro GT4 in real life. Like, it's a real thing. So you can see a Camaro and a Mustang actually throw down on a competitive venue.
I'm okay with this.
Yeah. So, anyway, the top 3 spots are occupied by Nissan GTRs.
To the surprise of nobody?
Now, I was tempted to do one, but then I'm like, I got the Mustang. I already did a livery for it. Whatever.
You see, we got this thing here, and it looked good, and so we decided to just run with it.
Listen, it was either for me, it was either the Mustang or the Lexus. The Lexus being on giant mesh wheels, because it's what I do.
Your boy ain't forgot the streets.
Damn right, I'm out here. Anyway, so in third place,
I give up.
Smoke weed every day.
Damn.
we've got Evil Trent in third place with 213,498. He is immediately preceded by Jeff, 212,566.
Jeff.
Yep, the Jeff.
The Jeff.
Mm-hmm. The one and the only, the Jeff.
The Jeff.
And first place, Cousin Joey.
Yep, 212,348.
That's not too bad.
Not too bad at all.
212 is a pretty damn fast time.
Yeah, so I looked it up. I was, at least in the last practice session at Bathurst, in the day that everybody was using as kind of like a proto qualifying session.
Right. The push the limits.
Yeah,
See what you can do.
The fast GT4 cars were doing a 219.
Oh, so you're on par.
So I figured my 221 in the dark was fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Then here's everybody else.
And everybody else decided, nah, fam.
Nah.
Damn.
Yeah. So, whatever. Anyway, so our final standings. Me, dead fucking last.
It's okay. You get your 20 points for number 7.
My one event.
That's
Or,
okay.
No, technically, well, I mean,
2 events?
I kind of half-assed the one before this one. I did 2 laps and I called it a day. So,
I mean, that works.
yeah. Anyway.
But you're heralded only by our beloved pizza stranger in Guatemala.
Yep.
He's got a total of 50 points, bringing him in at number 6.
Yep. Then Chirp with 60 points, and it jumps up to Evil Trent with 102.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had a swap here in the podium.
Yeah, Jeff Jeffafa.
Yep.
He's down one to third place with 125 points.
And then Joey pipped him with 131.
Whoa. Yeah, buddy.
But then barely missing out.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's 1 point difference.
Yes, it is.
To take it home at 132 points for the numero uno,
Brandon McConkey.
Mr. McBullet.
Yup. Yeah, that.
Yay.
Whatever, you can have this one. There we go. So there we go, folks.
I will do this all day. Don't fuck with me.
Jesus H. Christ.
Oh, man.
Yep. So there we go, folks.
All right.
That is it.
Congratulations, you have won.
Don't worry, we're going to have more GT Sports stuff coming up later, and we're going to actually open it up to the wider CAM audience.
Yeah, the public that follows us.
Yep.
I
So
hope you're one of those public.
yeah. So if you were wanting to get in on this, and judging by all the crickets and blinking that I hear, not a lot of you were wanting to. But goddamn it, we're going to give you an option if you want to.
So we're going to give it a shot, and we're also going to be able to try this as closely as possible on Forza as well.
Yep.
So we're going to try this on Forza 7 where we can. Otherwise, I'm going to get creative with it.
Attaboy. Creativity is a beautiful thing.
It really is.
Yep. You know what else is a beautiful thing? The Pinto Go Boom shirt.
You can get that at CAMautoswag.com.
I ordered one.
Excellent.
I need to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
it's your shirt, dude.
Yeah, I need to wear one, and then we need a photo of me wearing one.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
So we can make that happen. Yeah, we
Because
got
Zack Boom.
duh. Anyway, we got all sorts of fun stuff over in the shop. We got additional T-shirts with the current logo, the old script logo that Jose Mendez did for us.
Mhm.
Shout out to Jose, our little Portuguese pudding pop.
I don't know how to follow that.
Yeah, I'm like,
Wow.
There you go. Or
Hello.
either or,
Hello.
either or.
Yeet.
Yeah.
Anywho,
Congratulations, you played yourself.
thank you.
I refuse. Anyway, yeah, tote bag. Change my answer.
Mount Canmore still?
Exactly.
I think Mount Canmore is probably going to be a lifer.
Probably.
At least I
Look at
hope
that.
so. We've only sold one. Shout out to Chaz for buying a T-shirt with our faces on it, despite his wife's disapproval.
There
What
we
a
go.
homie.
Yep.
What a homie indeed.
Damn right.
Oh man.
Anyway, that's
So
all.
Pinto Go Boom, I guess, is going to be our February shirt.
Yep.
Since it's a short month, and then we'll drop in March our new design.
Whatever the hell that may be.
We've got a few in the works.
Yes, we
Oh,
do.
I'm excited.
It's going to be good.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And if you guys have any suggestions, feel free to hit us up at mailbag@camautomag.com. We'll
Zach?
probably point and laugh at all of them, but still, somebody might have a banger.
Real quick, Zach, did you ever actually plug in your laptop?
Yes.
Are
No.
you-
It
are you
came
sure?
unplugged. It came unplugged.
Somebody want to go take care of that.
I'll take care of that.
Okay, you do that.
Oh, hey, look, low battery.
I just noticed that.
It was plugged in.
Well, it ain't no more. So,
I mean, it's still working.
anyway. Well, it's time to move on to the news as soon as...
Jerry, you mind if we get back to the task at hand?
I am goddamn trying.
I was hoping you wouldn't say anything just yet.
Oh, well.
It's okay.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Wow.
Okay, that's fair.
All right, guys. So, remember how the Halcyon days where you could get yourself a base model manual hatchback for next to nothing?
Yeah, because, the manual option was the cheap option.
Yeah.
Yeah, nowadays they got to spend more to engineer it.
Yep. So, the manual hatchback prices are moving on up.
I'm not okay with
Not
that.
surprised.
No. And,
That's going to drive the take rate even lower, I'm sure.
oh, yeah.
It's going to leave it solely to enthusiasts or people who just like pushing clutch pedals.
Mm-hmm.
I love those clutch pedals so much.
I mean, they're fun, but yeah. Anyway, so let's see. For example, 2019 Mazda 3 base trim, get it for $21,000. The cheapest one you can get with a manual, $27,500.
Right.
Yeah.
Premium package.
Yep.
It is a
6.5 grand
6-speed,
more.
though.
Yeah, that's not bad. I
It
mean,
is a 6-speed.
yeah, the Elantra GT starts at $19,350. You have to get the N-Line version, which starts at $23,300
Yeah.
before you get yourself a fun pedal.
Which I actually don't know if it's a 5 or 6 speed in that one. I'm going to have to look that up.
Yeah. So, yeah, you used to be able to get a base Civic LX hatchback with the 5-speed. Not anymore. So,
You have to get the, let's see here, the Sport at $23,170 to get a 6-speed.
mm-hmm. And, yeah, I mean, this is just, like Dave said, I mean,
here's the thing is they're building them for the rest of the world with slush boxes. They're engineering these cars around automatics.
Yeah, I mean, back in the day, the manual transmission used to be, they called it a standard transmission because that's what it was.
Yeah,
It was a standard option.
it was
Yeah.
the
Like
base
that's,
model stuff.
that's what you got. I would like an car. Okay, here you are.
You have to drive it. 'cause
Yeah,
it
it's
has
like,
Right. It was like crank windows. They didn't want to give you any of the fancy garbage
yeah.
that did
No.
things for you.
yeah, no. So, unfortunately,
I mean,
your
you,
selection.
you can't even, I don't think you can get a new vehicle that's not like a work truck that doesn't have power windows or power locks.
I remember a few years ago you could get a Versa with like crank windows.
Right, yeah. I mean,
But
there's those, but I don't think they
No.
do that anymore.
Well,
No, I think they
especially
finally,
with the refresh.
I had a friend tell me a Nissan Frontier, I think a 2015 or 16, you could get it with manual locks and manual windows.
That honestly doesn't surprise me, but I
No.
think they've gone through a refresh on the Frontier since, haven't they?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was in the past 2 or 3 years
Okay.
that vehicle was.
Yeah,
Maybe it hasn't.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm sure there are still new vehicles out
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
But
so
They're
I don't know if
dwindling
the-
fast.
indeed.
But I
Indeed.
mean,
well,
so-
the technology is so cheap.
yeah. That is-
Anymore, you have to re-engineer a door panel for a crank to stick out of it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, they aren't flat like they used to be.
Yeah, so I mean, the long and short of it is, I mean, you could still get relatively cheap hatchbacks with a manual. It's just you can't get them as cheap as you used to.
Right. It's not a base grade option. That's
No.
simply what it is. Now it is something that you choose on purpose.
Yes.
It's not what you got if you were being a cheap ass.
Nope. And speaking of not being a cheap ass, Volkswagen has its electric platform, and they want it to become an industry standard for the future of electric cars.
It's an industry standard where the acronym does not match what it means.
Yes, the platform is MEB, and it means Modular Electric Drive Matrix.
Okay.
Right?
Just do it!
Indeed. Yeah, so similar to, their MQB platform, which pretty much everything in the Volkswagen camp that,
Right.
Volkswagen Audi is kind of a mutant form of the MQB in some way, shape, or form. They want the same thing to be with the MEB,
Okay.
but not just for Volkswagen Audi products. They want everybody.
They want this to be kind of a world chassis with world competition,
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, Ford is thinking about licensing this.
which doesn't surprise me.
No.
Honestly, it would be a smart business move for them to have something else already engineered.
Which is smart. But I don't know how I feel about it. It's like, I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. I drive a Mazda product that has FOMOCO stamped on a majority of the things in there.
Yeah.
So,
Your car is literally a Ford C-Max with a different bumper.
yeah. And I'm telling you, the dudes at the Ford Performance Racing School, every time I, honk and wave at them, they just give me the weirdest looks. They don't get it.
They're haters.
I mean, come on.
I bet you put a ST badge on that thing and they'd turn into your best goddamn friend.
Right?
I can print you one.
I think we're good. I don't think we want to go that far.
You should print me one.
I'll do it.
Okay.
There we go. But
Or do you want to go out and get all out and do an RS badge?
Yes.
Okay.
there we go. Sign me up for an RS badge.
Okay.
There we go.
Both.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, this is a great idea for a lot of people. For Volkswagen, they are selling something that isn't a car. They are selling just, a license for their platform and just raking in money from every time a vehicle built on that platform gets sold.
Right.
Other manufacturers who want to get into the electric game don't have to spend billions and billions and billions and years of R&D to get their own platform done and to market. There's already this thing.
Right, exactly.
I think why I don't like this is it's like it's kind of destroying competition here almost, where it's like everything is becoming so like homogenous. It's less of just like, well, everybody's building their own cars. But I guess if you look at things like the Ford and Mazda relationship.
Yeah, and it's also one of those like...
Well, consider that the Model S, Tesla, is very loosely a Mercedes E-Class.
Yeah.
You know, you're getting the ability for other companies to get into the game, which promotes innovation.
Yeah. I guess so. I guess my thought is still a little old school. Like, well, I want each company to make their own cars because that's how we get the most amount of different cars.
Well, yeah, and unfortunately, we live in a society where capitalism is still the game that we're playing, and you know.
But I guess even with that thought process too, we could look back to the old days of like mini trucks in the U.S.
Yeah,
where like the Chevy Love wasn't really a Chevy Love.
Oh yeah, no, like. Every domestic small pickup existed everywhere else in the world for a while.
I think the only
different.
I think the only exception to that would be the S10.
Yeah,
the S10 was homegrown.
Yeah,
everything else was. I mean, I guess the Dakota, but that didn't.
Yeah,
I mean that was mid '80s. 86, I think, was the first year for that.
Yeah, because the first range was the first Ranger like the 82 to 86 or 88. Did that have Japanese roots?
Actually, no. I believe that was a Ford thing too.
I think
so. I guess the Ranger originally started as
Yeah.
its own thing, and then Mazda took that platform and made it a B truck.
Yeah.
Because the B truck started as something different as well. The first-gen Ranger and the B trucks have almost nothing in common.
Yeah, they're different.
And then second generations, they merged to be basically the same truck.
Yeah.
So, yeah, okay, that was a thought. But yeah.
And, you know, just to point out in this Jalopnik article, so just because everybody's going to be using, like, the same platform, it doesn't mean everything's going to be the same. You know, it's just that the basic safety structure and suspension hardpoints and, like, your powertrain and drivetrain layouts, but not necessarily...
motors and batteries.
Exactly. Like, they're going to be, you know, like, just where everything is and how it has to be oriented is going to be the same, but what the hell you shove in there is going to be all up to you.
Yeah, so this is actually kind of really close to, like, the Volvo C30 and the last generation Focus. Those two shared platforms to the point where you can even swap some particular parts between the two vehicles. But aside from that, that's where the similarities end.
That makes a lot of sense.
The two vehicles have completely different shapes,
well,
but they share platform.
That just clicked that those two vehicles have heritage together.
Yeah, bring up the MQB. I'm interested to see what actually all is shared on this.
So I'm trying to, let's see, models. Okay.
Oh, shit, okay.
Okay, so that is actually a lot. So you've got A3s, TTs, you've got the Q3, you've got a whole bunch of Seats and Skodas, which doesn't surprise me.
Jetta Mark 7.
The Volkswagen Atlas is based on the MQB platform.
Which is actually surprising to me because I figured that would have been sharing the same platform that the Q5 and Q7 were built on.
What the fuck is a Volkswagen T-Roc?
Something we don't get.
Yeah, the T-Roc and the T-Cross are... yeah.
Oh, so it looks just like a
they're kind of like a cool Tiguan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, you know, again, like we don't get the Scirocco here because, you know.
Yeah.
But see, what's crazy is...
or the Polo, but...
What's crazy is with this MQB platform, you're getting things as small as Polos and A3s. Then you've got the middleweights like, you know, Boras, Jettas, Golfs. And then you've got the big boys like the Passat.
Yeah.
Well, and they're all sharing this.
Look at the photo. It very easily could be like... you just change the length of the subframe.
Yeah, like
and you get anything you want.
Well, and that's exactly what it is. It's like looking at Subarus, like your and my Legacies.
Yeah,
they are long wheelbase Impreza chassis. Yours is a little bit different because it uses some different suspension layouts that actually came back in 2008 to the Impreza.
Yeah,
but my Legacy is 4 inches longer Impreza.
Yeah,
from 90 whatever to 07.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, that's really all you got to do is just move and stretch things around a little bit to fit the design that you want. And
exactly,
you've got it.
Yep.
So that's cool. I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing some innovation on that. I don't think that we're going to be getting a whole bunch of Fords that have, Bosch and VW stamped on them anytime soon.
No. I mean,
but I think there's going to be a nice common layout that people can share. That manufacturers can share a lot of their innovations with.
And it's also going to be one of those, it's like, well, why aren't we seeing electric cars now? It's like, well, I mean, it costs a shit ton of money to, even convert an existing thing.
I would rather have 10 different versions or different brands of the same basic idea on the road, because that jump starts the 30 new and unique inventive designs that are coming out 5 to 10 years from now.
And also thinking about, too, Volkswagen is the company to do this.
Yeah,
absolutely. They're one of the, if not the largest auto manufacturer on the face of the planet.
And they have the capital to do it right.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, what, Dieselgate like scratched their yearly income worldwide?
I mean, it was a big number, but it's one of those like
not to Volkswagen.
Yeah, it was one of those like you're taking a hit, but it's not like, you know.
If it was a big deal for Volkswagen, we wouldn't be seeing new Jettas for $12,000.
Yeah,
is basically what it comes down to.
Yeah. You know, and also real quick before we get off of this, take building off of an existing platform and doing many different things, to a lot of people in the car world, that's just like, oh, well, like, how can you get anything creative? Anybody who's worked in a restaurant knows it's like you have like 3 or 4 things, and then you just have variations of those things. Like, you're not trying to get real wild with a lot of stuff.
Well, I mean, here's the thing is, just like you're saying in the restaurant world, right? This platform sharing is the McBitchin of auto manufacturing.
Yeah. Or, I mean, it's even just like, you know,
you get it now, right?
Yeah.
You get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was like when I worked at Gracie's, it was every now and again, the head chef would just bring me just this large hunk of cow, and he's just like, this is what we're doing for tonight. I need you to cut this in half, and then do this half like this half like this. We're done. By the way, in the kitchen, we're roasting up just a shit ton of chicken, and we're going to do like 3 or 4 different things with it. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just one of those, it's like, you know, essentially an auto manufacturer is like a restaurant, just on a much larger scale. You have a finite amount of stuff. You need to make a certain amount of money per thing. Why not just do everything that you possibly can with the one thing?
Well, you got to think just about every restaurant sells mac and cheese and chicken tenders for a reason.
Yeah. So
because Americans are dumb and they like their simple things.
Oh, yeah. So,
but that's beside the point.
Hence the auto.
Right.
Hey.
Wow.
Well, speaking of simple things that are good.
Yeah.
So there was a report from Best Car magazine in Japan saying that the 86 and the BRZ were going away.
And that's apparently not the case.
No. I mean, despite the fact that there's going to be a 194 horsepower 4-cylinder Supra in some markets, Toyota and Subaru have both come out and said, no, this thing isn't going anywhere.
Right.
This is a lot like the adage, if it ain't broken, don't fix it type thing.
Yeah. Like, it would be like if Mazda came up with another sports car, a front-engine rear-wheel drive sports car, and then had an option for it to make about the same power as the current Miata.
Right.
Like, would Mazda kill this thing off? No. Like, they're going to let both exist.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
And also, like, from my understanding, the Supra and the BRZ and derivatives aren't really that similar.
No, they're totally different cars.
Yeah.
I mean, like, one's
a luxury GT, basically.
Yeah.
And the other one is a
more practical Miata.
Yeah, it is a sporty handling city car.
Yeah. No, you look at the Supra's benchmarked against a Cayman.
Yeah.
And that is like where it's priced against, like that is what it's aimed at.
Yeah.
The BRZ twins, you know, that is when I say it's a more practical Miata.
Yeah.
That's literally what I mean.
It really
it's just
is, yeah.
like you have room to put more stuff in the back. Beyond that, really kind of sixes.
Yeah.
So
it would be like, I don't know, it's kind of like if there was a 4-cylinder option of like the RX-9, let's say, that came out.
Yeah.
Like they don't compete. They're not the same fucking car.
No. Yeah. So I just liked Subaru USA spokesperson Ron Kino. This is what he said. We do not endorse this report coming from Japan's Best Car. We are moving ahead with the next generation Subaru BRZ, but have no further details at this time. So, yeah, no, like this thing isn't going away. So, yay.
I mean, I'm happy.
Yeah,
it's a decent car. I mean,
Yeah.
as long as people come to the understanding that this thing isn't going to set, the track on fire.
Yeah, it's not going to set the world on fire, but you're going to have a good time.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I've heard it from more than one person in the driving world that the FRS, the 86, the BRZ are probably the most fun you can have under 200 horsepower with it not being a Miata.
I would absolutely love to own one. Like,
I agree. I love the way they look.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, I would probably daily drive one. Honestly, I mean, I have driven an automatic FRS, and in sport mode using the flappy paddles, it's actually not bad.
Oh, yeah.
It's a bit anemic, understood, you know.
It's not
but
dual clutch.
They're a fun car.
Yeah.
They really are. I would love to drive a 6-speed one. Love to drive a BRZ, honestly.
Yeah.
But-
Oh, yeah.
Because I hear those are a little bit tighter.
Just a little bit. Just
but-
a little bit.
I mean, they're a great-looking car. The aftermarket obviously has taken hold of them pretty great.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
It's got a decent powertrain in it,
yeah.
you know,
And
so...
plenty of room to go upwards as well, too.
Exactly. Exactly. So,
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear they're sticking around.
Yeah.
Me too. Well, guys, remember the North American International Auto Show?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you know how there were press days there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, journalists weren't not only exposed to new vehicles, they were also exposed to fucking rubella.
Wow.
Yes. What are the things that you should have your goddamn kids, you know, vaccinated against? Was
These
it?
goddamn anti-vaxxers coming after our auto salon.
I mean, so just I gotta zoom this in because again I'm wearing my glasses today because I was too lazy.
It's all good, man.
Uh,
Do what you got to do.
I'm old. God.
150% zoom. God damn.
I just need to go see an optometrist to get my glasses prescription updated.
What does that say? I can't read it from here.
Okay, read from the left to the right. First row, please.
7
Lurking
Q
among
smiley face question mark.
Wait, is this Windows Explorer?
No.
I like how the ad like tripled in size.
Yeah, no. Come on.
Yeah, the ad got exponentially larger than the body text.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
What the shit, Nathan?
Yeah, no. Michigan state health officials are warning people who attended the press days, not the actual show, but the press days, which were January 13th to the 15th, that, somebody came in from out of state who had, like, an active case of rubella.
Ugh.
Yeah. Rubella is a virus that can cause low-grade fever, sore throat, and a rash that starts on the face and spreads to the rest of the body.
Ooh, pleasant.
Oh, it gets better. Symptoms can also include pink eye,
Ugh.
runny nose, swollen and enlarged lymph nodes, and a cough.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. It's not fun, and it can cause... Jesus Christ. Again.
Rubella can also cause miscarriages and serious defects in developing fetuses.
Yep, that's not fun. God in heaven.
I like how that's a
And it is primarily spread through the air by coughing and sneezing.
A thing that constantly happens in January in Michigan.
Jesus.
in a confined space.
Yeah. So...
Imagine, like, that place has got to be stuffy to begin with.
Yeah. So, God, yeah, they don't know where the infected person is from, but the health department noted that the person may have been contagious while they were in Detroit and at the show.
Oh, boy.
Yup. So, yeah.
Is that
Wow.
is that what Mike had? Asian Mike had?
No.
Is this how we all die?
No, I'm pretty sure
No.
Asian Mike had something bird or swine related.
Damn.
It's not Mad Cow. He doesn't eat it.
And then, real quick, so I got this last story. I believe it was from the Shenanigans group on Facebook.
Oh, yeah, this one was about Florida Man.
Yes,
Florida Man.
it was. I just want.
Yeet.
Do it!
I just
Sorry, I
want.
hit the wrong one.
I'm pretty sure it was AJ Glassmock. No, it was Alex Crane.
Of course. Oh, that's because it was a Mustang thing.
Yup.
Of
So,
course, superfan Alex the Mustang Crane.
So we are going to, in a new segment I like to call Cam Reads, we are going to enjoy this story from the drive.
Oh, I like that ad. Oh,
That was a great ad.
go back.
What are they selling me?
Looks
Tips.
like
They're selling me a vacation
yes.
with a whole bunch of attractive women in bikinis.
in the Bahamas,
or Vegas.
Nassau Paradise Islands in the Bahamas. There you go, folks. Jesus H fucking Christ.
Wow, that is a massive
That is
ad.
a big ad.
So,
Paying a fucking
okay,
shitload for
moving
that.
on.
Moving on.
Can I read this in my daddy voice?
I think we should all take turns reading. So,
You got it.
Dave, feel free to start.
Okay. Florida man races Ford Mustang around active runway and does donuts in hangar.
Is this a new Gymkhana video?
Look at that guy.
This guy looks like somebody who would do donuts at a local Cars and Coffee.
Jesus.
I mean, he looks like somebody that's a member of the Utah Association of Euros, to be fair.
Damn.
The savagery.
It's getting a little warm in here.
Have you ever?
Yeah. I've had the heater cranked since about 6:30. We can turn it down. We can turn it off. Damn. Anyway.
You want me to start reading this?
Florida man.
Yeet.
All right, Zach, this first paragraph is yours.
All right,
It's like
sound
back
it
in
out.
high school.
Sound it out.
It's all right. You're in a safe space.
I can't fucking read.
But you
thanks.
are being
All right.
recorded.
All right.
Have you ever broken into an airport in Grand Theft Auto and done donuts on the active runway? It's not really advised to do in real life, but it didn't stop a Florida man from trying in Pensacola International Airport.
Oh, boy.
Did
You
it?
sounded it out. I'm proud of you.
Atta boy.
you.
This one, now I remember, okay, Pensacola International sounds familiar to me.
Didn't we have, like, some...
It was a lady that, like, ran through a fence.
Yes.
Yes.
A security fence. Florida man and Florida woman.
Oh, God. I wonder if those Twitter accounts are still going.
Oh, my God.
Well, I wonder if that hole in the fence is how he got in.
Ooh. Well, let's see.
Florida woman creates hole that is yet to be patched by furloughed government workers.
God.
Florida man breaks in and does donuts on an active runway.
This is the least surprising and most Florida story you could possibly imagine.
According to a Fox News report, Florida police arrested Zane Alexander Carlson.
Oh, God.
Okay, serial killer name right there. Zane
His fucking
Alexander
name is
Carlson.
Zane.
Either that or a
Jesus
rapist.
Christ. On January 30th, after well, you saw the picture, right?
Yeah.
That man is he's a pin on a map right now.
Guaranteed. He was arrested on January 30th after he broke through a fence with his Ford Mustang, then drove down the airstrip at approximately 100 miles per hour. After that, he
Must
did.
have been a V6.
Yeah, it had to have
But
been.
say that's some rookie numbers right there.
Yeah, you got to pump that shit up,
You
man.
gotta pump that shit up.
Wow.
And after that, he did donuts in the grass near the runway before driving into a hangar and proceeding to do donuts there until police arrived. Hashtag do it for Dale.
God. Police don't believe alcohol was involved, which makes us wonder even more what's in the water down there. Police think that he, quote, just felt like driving down a runway,
Who
end
doesn't?
quote. According to Mike Wood of the Pensacola Police Department, they have also ruled out terrorism as a motive. He is, however, very much in jail.
This next line, he was arrested under suspicion of trespassing. You get arrested for suspicion.
I mean,
We suspect he was trespassing.
Didn't you catch him on the property?
yeah, didn't you catch him a place where he was, like, not supposed to be?
And criminal mischief for the stunt. Luckily, there was no planes taking off or landing at this time, and Carlson's antics caused no disruption to air traffic.
Oh my God!
He suspected.
I want to read this one, Dave. You can take us out.
You got it.
In the grand scheme of Florida man's stunts, this one sort of makes sense to us. Who hasn't thought about driving quickly down a runway in their car? Some of us have actually done that, a closed runway at the time, for the purpose of quote-unquote work. While we certainly can't condone this behavior, it's at least more understandable than throwing an alligator through a drive-through window.
Wait, but more importantly, what exactly is in the water down there in Florida?
Like I was a fucking link to this.
Florida man arrested throwing alligator through drive-through window.
You've got to be kidding me.
Fucking
No, scroll down.
Christ.
Look at Florida
Is it
man.
the same
wow.
fucking guy?
No, it's a different dude.
It's
Are you
not
sure?
the same guy. He's got way too much forehead. Look at that.
Joshua James, 24, threw a 3.5-foot alligator through a Palm Beach County Wendy's drive-through window nearly 4 months ago, according to Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation officials.
I like how that's from Florida Fish and Wildlife and Conservation, not the police.
They got called in. Like I can see the cop ship and being like, "No,
Well,
we can't fucking take care of this."
Hold on.
Oh, God,
Okay,
no.
I'm sorry,
I ain't going to touch this.
He was also charged with illegally possessing an alligator and petty theft.
Wait, hold on.
Is that illegal?
You can
What?
illegally possess an alligator?
What else was he charged with? I'm glad you asked.
I'm glad you fucking asked.
He was charged with assault with a deadly weapon without intent to kill.
Hold on.
What's the weapon?
Hold
the
on.
alligator?
The alligator was apparently the weapon. Using contextual clues in high school English, I can gather that the alligator was indeed the weapon in this scenario.
This is a fucking game of Clue right now. Jesus. Dave is lost.
Oh my God, this is
Josh James did it with an alligator in the drive-thru. There we go. I have solved the murder.
Can we just start another podcast for Wednesday? It's just called Florida Man / Florida Woman.
Florida person of interest.
Just-
Well,
we should be able to get enough.
Don't get fooled again!
We should be able to get enough of these stories to fill an hour-long podcast.
oh my God.
Oh my
well,
God.
well, there is always a shit ton of news out of Florida, and do you know why? Florida has what they call Sunshine Law, which is an attempt to prevent corruption. So, like, no official government record or document or whatever is sealed. So that means stuff like, if the governor goes to something as, the governor, everything he says is then on the record. So, if he says, go right ahead and we'll burn down the Everglades and start drilling for oil, fuck it.
Everyone knows about it.
Yeah, suddenly they're just like, excuse me, bald motherfucker, we have a problem. And also that means the police blotter, like everything that the cops get called to do if they have to file a report,
That becomes public record.
Yes. So that's how we know about dudes throwing alligators through drive-through windows.
I mean, there are people whose jobs are to sift through this information.
I kind of want that job at this point. Like, this seems hilarious.
Oh, it's like
Actually, no. I feel like it's hilarious to the point of face palming on a daily basis.
Oh no! It is a hell of a job. I have talked to people who come up with these
people
stories.
that were in dispatch and stuff.
Well,
and...
it's not even that. I know about people who write these stories.
Mm-hmm.
They see something. And it's just oh,
Florida man throws alligator through window.
It caught my interest, so naturally,
it's not even
thousands of other people.
Well, it's not even that. You just get on the Florida Department of Public Records website and you just get into the police report, and it's just assault with a deadly weapon, alligator. Hold on,
that's a new one.
Control F, just start typing in zoo animals.
Yeah, yeah, and then the whole thing is there, so you call up the department where it was filed, and
Get
there
answers.
you go.
Yeah.
Problem solved.
I guess so.
Okay, I mean that's just some minor work.
Yeah, it's a thing you have to do a lot, but goddamn,
wow.
So thank you, Alex, Jeff, Crane, for that. We appreciate it.
Yes.
You know what else we'd appreciate? If you hooked up our sponsor, Steady Broke Clothing.
Oh,
Some
yeah.
new business.
SteadyBroke.com, steady.broke on all the social medias.
Yep.
Just because you're broke doesn't mean you can't live your dreams.
Head over
Steady broke.
Head over to their website, put some some of their cool stuff in your cart, and use coupon code CAMAuto15 at checkout. Save 15% on your entire order.
Yes, it's good stuff. I actually found my Depresso T-shirt.
Attaboy.
It was apparently in a bag of laundry that I haven't done since I moved into my new place.
Nice.
I just was running through all the laundry, and I found my Depresso shirt.
There you go.
I wore it all day yesterday.
Attaboy. Oh, God. So, speaking of this weekend, there was a big, large, McHuge sporting event that happened in the upside-down land of Australia.
Indeed.
Dear sweet. There we go.
That was the wrong one, but okay.
What were you aiming for?
Wow.
Oh. I mean, or...
Wow.
This would have also worked.
Good news.
Oh, yeah, that would work great. Yeah.
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 I love that combination.
Sorry to derail this entirely.
It's all right. Yeah, so fucking Bathurst, the Bathurst 12-hour happened, and for those keeping score at home, Bathurst was a week after the Daytona 24, so that was a fun thing.
I'm to presume that most of the drivers that raced in Daytona 24 were also
not
present.
No, not necessarily all of them, just because that's a hell of a trip.
Yeah, let's say that's...
They are, I mean, from where we are in Salt Lake, take the border. From where we are in Salt Lake, New South Wales, specifically Sydney, which is close enough to Mount Panorama, they are 18 hours ahead and also over the date line. So, this race took place for us on, Saturday day. For them, it was like Sunday morning. So,
Easy like Sunday morning.
Damn right. And the race, I mean, all things considered, like, it wasn't that insane up until the last half an hour.
And then everybody started to push.
And that is when everybody realized...
And Jesus the push, though.
This is when everybody realized, hey, the car that is in the lead, the R Motorsports V12 Vantage, which qualified on pole, but then had pole stripped away from it because they set their rev limiter too high during qualifying. So,
I'm sorry, what?
Yes, they set their rev limiter too high during qualifying.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Okay.
Yeah, so, I mean, if you stray too far out of, the balance of performance stuff or, just whatever regs they set for you.
Okay, no, that makes sense. I completely disregarded balance of performance. That makes plenty of sense now.
Also, fun fact, ride height is also in balance of performance.
That I can see. That plays a big aerodynamic advantage on a lot of vehicles.
A lot of the Mercs were just fucking, dumped.
Well, of course.
I mean,
you've got...
Like Shakotan Boogie dumped. Like, they would just be going over, like, sections of road and everybody else would be fine, and then just them sparks, sparks, sparks.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand it, but I mean, the AMGs are pretty fast cars. I mean, they've got that long straightaway that last thing you want to do is get a big girl like that loose.
Oh, they got two. They got the run up the hill and then down the hill, the Colorado straight.
Yeah.
Anyway,
exactly.
So, so you ended up with the two oldest cars on the grid punching it out for the win. One of the few remaining V12 Vantage GT3s.
Right. This is crazy.
Yeah. This is probably the last outing for the old girl. So
a hell of a way to go out, though.
Yep. And then Earl Bamber Motorsports, their 911 GT3R, also probably the last hurrah for this thing. No, but before we get there, so 30 minutes left. The second place in Group C, which is the GT4 class, there's a KTM. Motor pops going down the Conrad Straight.
Oh, no.
It brings out safety car. Yes. So suddenly this, this Aston Martin that had this huge lead, everybody bunches back up. They, on their last pit stop, they did, fuel, new tires, everything. So they're like, we are going to the end. That's how this is going to go.
Everybody they're pushing hard. They're stretching everything as further than they should.
Yeah, they're just like, we can go to the end on this. We're good. Same with the Schnitzer M6 GT3, and I believe the AAA car, AAA Motorsports AMG GT3 came in under the yellow. The Group M AMG GT3 did not.
Oh,
so
okay.
they're, they were one of the first cars to come in, so it's just like, but ahead of them was the Earl Bamber Motorsports. Like, they were, the first car to come in and do their last pit stop, so everybody's like, there's no way, But even more so for the fucking AMG, because that is a heavy car that carries a lot of speed.
Yeah.
And, it just eats the tires. So
all the consumables.
Yep. So, I mean, people come in, they just get a couple new tires, they just top off on fuel. They're like, we're doing this.
Yeah.
Bentley comes in. Bentley was, they were considered a favorite for this race going in with the new look Continental GT3.
It's a good-looking car.
Oh, it's a great-looking car. It's still the size of an apartment building, but it's a beautiful-looking car. So they come in. They stick Andy Suchek in the car, in the 108, the number 108 Bentley. Earlier in the race, under a full course caution, he comes in, fuel, tires, everything, goes back out, and, he's hitting the pit lane speed, in the Bentley. It's not you hold the pit lane speed limiter, you hit it once you get on pit lane, and then when you get off of pit lane, you hit it again, and that turns it off.
Okay. On-off type switch.
Yeah. He hit the kill switch. So the car is stuck at pit out, and he has to cycle the car and get it going. Okay. Lesson learned, right? No.
Oh, no.
Yes.
He didn't.
He did. Well, I mean, he did that, so he was one of the last to come in under green, and Bentley's just like, we can do this. Like, we're not that far back. We are just taking hunks of time out of everybody ahead of us.
Right, they were making good chops.
And then Andy kills the car. And he's freaking out. And they cycle the car, get it going. They show views of the Bentley garage, and nobody's happy.
Of course not.
I thought there was like 2 people in the garage too.
Yes.
Everyone like walked out.
Yeah.
Both people are mad.
Yeah.
Done. Yeah. But then that yellow comes out and allows Andy, because he was still on the lead lap,
Right.
to come up to the end of the pack.
Now he's within swinging distance.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so this hurt just as many people as it helped.
It would. Cautions are the one thing you can never plan for them,
Of course.
and when they happen, they may screw you over, or they may be the greatest thing that has ever happened to you.
Right.
Because they might keep you in this damn thing.
Yeah, they could put you on the trailer or they could give you the gold.
Yep. So, the running order when it goes green is the R Motorsports Vantage.
Yeah.
Then Rafael Marciello in the Group M AMG.
Okay.
Then Chaz Mostert, Shane Van Gisbergen, the Earl Bamber car. I can't remember for the life of me who was driving, but yeah, the Earl Bamber car is also in this mix.
Oh, boy.
It is a knife fight for the last 2 spots on the podium.
Beautiful.
And also the Bentley's making up making up time. One of the KCMG GTR GT3s was there, but towards the end of the yellow flag session, they don't want you weaving around because that's kind of a problem.
Yeah.
He did that. He was then given a black flag,
And then ignored.
Yes, that's kind of a no-no. You don't ignore the black flag when they give it to you. So then the next lap, they're just, he ignores it, and they're just like, all right, you're done. So, yeah, he just pulled into the pits. It wasn't you're suing a penalty. It's, you are disqualified for ignoring us.
You don't ignore the big boys with the flags.
No, when you see that black flag out, like that is, you do not ignore that. So,
Yep. Shit's fucked.
Yep. So, anyway, going into the first turn, the Group M car is, taking a kind of defensive line. Earl Bamber car pulls just a total, Carrera Cup move, goes to the outside, and then immediately ducks under,
Oh, buddy.
Yes. So,
Gets pretty aggressive.
yep. So now they are in second, and they are taking out, a second and change a lap.
Jesus.
Yes. With,
Motoring.
with 8 minutes left. Yeah, no, they're going to catch up to them. That big V12 Vantage, it loves the straights. It hates the twisty stuff at the top of the mountain. And that
And there's
Porsche,
plenty of it.
yeah, and that Porsche hates the straights. Ooh boy, but does it love it when it gets twisty. So,
It's all the grip.
yep. So as this 911 is chasing down the Aston Martin, there is 20-year-old Rafael Marciello holding off, supercar legend Shane Van Gisbergen, supercar legend Chaz Mostert, Bentley team driver Andy Suchek.
All big names.
Yes. And by the way, his tires are fucking garbage. The car is sliding around everywhere.
But he's still making this work.
He is still defending.
He was fighting hard.
I can only describe it as a triumph of the human will. He was willing himself into third place, and everything else be damned. So, and then...
But it worked.
Oh, yes. And then, my God, coming down from the top of the mountain, guess who's filling the mirrors of that Vantage?
Oh, boy.
The 911.
Yes.
Now, there's not a lot of places to pass, top of the mountain. Usually, if you're on the downward trajectory, you're just waiting until, the bend at the end of Conrad or, going into the front straight or, turn one. That's normally where you do it.
Right.
You don't want to do it in the concrete canyon that is the top of that mountain.
Right. I mean, most people have a hard time staying off the wall solo.
Yeah. What does this kid do?
Let me guess. He cuts right on inside.
Oh, there's a little bit of daylight. Excuse me. Pardon me. Hi.
This is my spot now.
Makes this pass where there is literally just a Porsche's width of room.
Yeah, he was scraping everything.
I mean, he kind of bumped the Vantage, but, you know, I think Dennis Allen, the driver of the Vantage, he's just like, yeah, he bumped me, but, you know, it
wasn't malicious.
It was good, hard racing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, when the guy that got past is like, well, shit, I left it open. I mean,
yeah. So, I mean, it would have been great to see that car go out on top, but, I mean, if you're going to go down...
It put up a fucking fight.
You know,
that's the thing.
Yeah, and, like, if you're going to go down, like, fuck it. If that's how you're going to do me, sure.
Yeah.
I will glad...
I'd rather go out swinging than doing nothing at all.
I tip my hat to you, sir. Yeah. You know, I slammed the door but left a window open that you could barely fit through, and, well, there you are.
What are you doing in my kitchen? Wait, what?
Yeah. So, meanwhile, the 911 just takes off because it got a hell of a run off the mountain. And then,
of course.
You know, there's, you know, our motorsports car. And then there's this fucking knife fight for third happening. Like, 4 cars. Just
all duking it out hard.
Yeah, like, it's like hobos fighting over a scrap of meat. You know? God, like a bunch of horny high school kids just arguing over the Bang Bus password. It's just brutal. Angry.
Like, Zack, did that hit a little too close to home for you?
The imagery is fucking amazing.
Theater of the mind.
Yup.
Theater of the mind, Zack.
And then, you know...
Wow.
Even with, you know, the garbage tires and everything, Marcelo holds off Shane Van Gisbergen. Like, he beats him by 0.2 of a second. And apparently in the 888 car, like, the cool suit system failed.
Oh, God, so he was just sweating his balls off.
Like, he gets the car, you know, into park firm and just opens the door and just collapses.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody just runs over, just like, oh, God, we just killed Shane Van Gisbergen. Oh, shit.
Guys, getting a little hot in here.
Yep.
Guys, hello.
Yep.
Guys.
And then there's a...
Guys.
Hello.
Wow. So all in all, it was just a thrash on the mountain.
It was an amazing race.
Awesome.
Like, it is one of those things. Like, I know on our Facebook page, I posted links to where you could watch it. There were 3 different YouTube channels carrying not just the race itself, but the top 10 qualifying shootout, the last practice session, and qualifying, and support series races. Which some of the support series races they have there, holy hell! Like, there was a race where there was like a Ferrari 308 and a Di Tommaso Pantera.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, wait, hold on.
Wow.
There you go. So, it was pretty goddamn insane.
Sounds like it.
Yep. And just when you thought we were done with the endurance racing, no,
there was also the Rolex 24 going on.
That was last weekend. We are still dealing with the blowback from that rain-soaked event.
Man.
So, we had some people, we had shakeup in the results. So the Land Motorsports car, they did not have, they missed the drive time requirements for some of their drivers.
Oh, no.
Yep. So that bumped them. That disqualified them in GTD. So the Aim Faster Sullivan car that finished third gets bumped up to second.
Oh.
And the WRT Speedstar Audi, which I think was running the sweet ass IMSA.
Yeah, the
GTO.
OG livery.
Yeah. Didn't really.
Car.
It was good. I just don't think it translated to the R8 though.
It didn't.
No, but God bless them for trying.
I love that they tried.
I want to see more stuff, but
absolutely,
they made it onto the podium.
Awesome.
And then, oh boy. So, remember how we told you the number 63 WeatherTech Ferrari just assholed the shit out of a Porsche in the rainstorm?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Tony Vielander had just gotten in the car, and he did not meet his base drive time minimum before retiring the car with extreme prejudice.
Retired the shit out of that car.
So they were disqualified. Not only did you fuck off the car, but you were then disqualified.
Oh, man. Speaking of cashing out on cars.
Oh, boy.
3 GTD teams have about $500,000 damage out of their cars.
Yes.
So Pfaff rode off their 911.
They're the ones who had that sweet plaid livery.
Yes.
911. That thing was tight. EBI Motorsports rode off their Huracan.
Ugh.
Yeah. And
that's a ding to the old pocketbook.
God, yeah, so both of them have to buy new shells, which just the shell itself is like 60, 70 grand.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's not
plus all the engineering and setup.
Yeah,
and all
I
of
mean,
that.
well, assuming like you can transfer some stuff from the old chassis over, that's not too bad. I figured, like the shell would be a bit more pricey.
Right. But you're still probably looking at $100,000, maybe $125,000 to get parts and labor in there.
Yeah, but Paul Miller Racing,
Oh, they popped the dime, didn't they?
yep, they popped the V10
Ouch.
in their Huracan, and
That's not cheap.
nope. So doing that took a bunch of other stuff with it. So those 3 teams have over $500,000 in damage
Oh, man.
to just 3 cars.
Anybody that said you can become a millionaire with racing, you got to start as billionaires first.
Yep. How you make a small fortune in racing? Start with a large one.
Yep.
And finally, so remember how we said Toyota was stepping away as a Long Beach Grand Prix title sponsor?
Yeah.
Well, good news.
Oh, wait.
Good news.
There you go.
There it is.
So it's looking like Honda is going to be taking over.
Is that so?
It makes a lot of sense.
It really does.
Yeah. So, because, I mean, Honda in the the Long Beach Grand Prix, it's an IndyCar race. You have half the field sporting Honda engines.
This is true.
Makes a lot of sense.
It sure does.
So, yeah, I mean, Toyota ended their 35-year run, and, yep, it's looking like it's going to be Honda.
Okay. Well, that's
Honda.
awesome.
Honda.
Will this fit on my Honda?
Oof.
Nice.
Yeah, boy. Alrighty, guys. Well, that is it. We have given you all sorts of news and questionable information. Just remember, we are lovers, not experts. We're not meant to be some sort of authority. We're just your friends who kind of know a thing or two.
We like talking.
Well, I mean, let's be real. We're the ones sitting in front of microphones every week. So.
Yep. So, I mean, if you think you can do a better job, by all means, start your own podcast.
Or just support ours.
Yeah. Help us.
Patreon.com/CamAutomag.
Yeah.
Cambag, mailbag, automag.
Cambag Steamcast Bro /Netscape.
Bro.
Wow.
Don't ask.
Okay, we won't.
That
Yeah.
was for our Guatemalan father and missing.
Yep.
We miss you.
Anyway, yeah, if you think,
Come back.
let us know how we can do better. Shoot us an email, mailbag@camautomag.com, or, hop on social media. That thing you use to like pictures of cats and, troll people. We are at CamAutomag on all the social medias. Just let us know, and we'll at least make note of it.
Yeah.
May not respond to it, but hey,
Just do it.
there you go. Let's see.
Can we just end this now?
Not just yet. I still have some things to do.
Say your
House
things.
cleaning.
I'm working
Housekeeping.
on it.
Does me keep interrupting? Does that help?
Wow.
I will beat you with an oar.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Anyway, podcast available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, wherever you find it. Just open up your podcast device of choice and search CamAutomag or CAMcast, and we should be there. If not, email us, mailbag@camautomag.com. Tell us where you'd like us to be, and I will do my damnedest to get us there.
It's true.
Yep.
We want to be everywhere.
Yep. So we will be back on Thursday with episode 164, where we're going to be talking about Super Bowl commercials and luxurious garbage.
I think that's probably the best way to put it.
Yes, I'm excited.
Luxurious garbage.
And I'm going to make it up on the fly.
Attaboy.
So,
It's always the best.
anywho.
Yes, for episode 163 of the CAMcast, I have been Mike.
I've been Dave.
Happens, Zach.
It's time.